Hey guys, today's story is about a cursed doll. Are you afraid of dolls? Personally, I find them very creepy. Let me know in the comments about your experiences. Now let's start the story. For my 7th or 8th birthday, my crazy second cousin Debbie got me a doll. She found it at some random hole-in-the-wall shop while she was walking downtown. "It's a mini you, Alice," I remember her exclaiming so proudly as I opened the box. Let me tell you how crazy this woman is. My mom gave her a what the F look. I have dark brown hair, pale blue eyes, and was chunky back then. This doll has blonde hair, tan skin, blue eyes, and was wearing this awful blue overall dress. I remember smiling and saying, "Thanks," losing interest as soon as I opened the N64 my mom gave me. Debbie kept shoving the damn doll in my face like she had gotten me the golden grail of birthday gifts. Later that night, I was putting all my toys away, and like most kids, I wanted to put them where I could see them. My Little Pony, Pokemon, Mario, NSYNC, JCJ puppet up front, then my little Hot Wheels. Toy dogs were behind those. The doll was placed behind all the other toys. My mom called me, saying that she and my papa hooked up the Nintendo. I was so excited. I had Yoshi's Story, Mario 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Bomberman, Gauntlet, and Pokemon battles. We sat there for hours playing video games and laughing. Finally, 12 a.m. hit, and I had to go to bed. I remember bouncing to my room, so excited, and stepping on something. I looked down to see my toys scattered across my floor. Confused, I looked up to see the doll in front. Now, confused, I shrugged it off as my mom doing laundry and accidentally knocking everything over. That night, I woke up to tapping, weird voices, and my covers being pulled tight around my body. I remember not being able to move, not being able to make a sound. Everything went black, and I woke up at 7 or 8. I brushed a lot of things off. I grew up on horror movies, so I always thought it was just the movies influencing my imagination. The next few weeks, nothing major happened. A bad dream here. Waking up from dead sleep, hearing laughter, and little pitter-patter of feet running in my room. Easily debunked by my imagination. Pause, I said that because every time I told my mom or a grown-up, that's what they said. It wasn't until school was out for the summer that it got real. My first summer night, I got to stay up late. I was watching Evil Dead, my favorite movie. I had popcorn and a snoring grandpa on the floor. I remember it was at the part where he listened to the book being read, and I saw something dart across the room from the corner of my eye. I tensed up and looked at my papa, debating on waking him up or not. As I decided to wake him, my little brother started screaming. My grandpa shot away, and my mom and a John Doe that night came running out of her room. My brother was on the floor, screaming about the girl in his closet. The little girl in his closet woke him up. She was saying mean things to him. My brother was 5 or 4. My mom instantly looked at me, and I was in trouble. I swore and cried. I never went to his room. I was so mad, I stormed to my room and saw the doll on my bed. I threw it at the wall, hoping I would break it just because I was mad. It never occurred to me how the damn doll wound up on my bed. The next morning, I woke up early. I had a big mirror in my closet and said Bloody Mary 6 times. I quickly closed the closet. I regretted my life for the rest of the day. The rest of the day, my mom went out with John Doe too, so a babysitter was issued. When she made me go to bed and I cried and begged her not to, I told her Bloody Mary was going to kill me. That didn't work. She locked me in my room. I sat there terrified of every noise. After a few hours, I settled down, laughing at myself for being a chicken. As I was about to let sleep take over, I heard a whisper from my closet, "Bloody Mary," and bolted off. "Bloody Mary is going to get you," I screamed and started banging on my door. I kicked, I hit, I punched, and tried to bust it open. Finally, the babysitter opened the dorm, mad. I told her what happened in tears, and she went to open my closet. "Real funny, Alice," she said as she brought the doll from my closet. The next day I told my mom, and she said I was just imagining things, that I probably put the doll in there and forgot. I know for a fact I didn't, but I was a kid. What leg did I have to stand on? That night, I did toss the doll in the closet and shut the door fully. I woke up to whispering and knocking on my closet door. I don't remember what was said, but I remember seeing a little hand as my closet doors started sliding open. I sat there stunned. It wasn't until I saw the doll walking that I fainted. I won't lie, I wish I ran, but I fainted. I think that was too much for my young mind to handle. My brain and body just shut down. I remember waking up in the kitchen with a knife in my hand and cut marks on my arm. My mom freaked out when she saw me and sent me to the hospital. Yes, a mental freaking hospital, where I cried every day. When I was able to come home, I was so excited, so happy to be away from the crazy people. Then I saw the doll, in my bed. I swear, when I walked in my room, it was laying on my bed and then turned its little porcelain head and smiled. I screamed, and my mom came running. She asked me what was wrong. I was so terrified I'd have to go back to the hospital. I lied and said I saw a roach. The next night, she tormented me. She woke me up by climbing on my bed, told me to go cut myself, told me how she was going to kill my family, pulled my hair, bit me, and told me to just give in to her offer of my life. Who could I tell? My mom sent me away once. Maybe she would do it again. All the marks I had on my body, my mom thought I was doing it to myself, so she sent me away again. Back at the hospital, staring at a wall, sleeping on a rock mattress on a twin-sized bed, I thought I was crazy. Honestly, I had no one to turn to, no way of proving it. When I got home the second time, I went in my room, grabbed her by the hair, and handed her to my mom and her new John Doe. I told her to keep the doll, and she did. She put it in her closet. I finally had a peaceful night. I slept so good. I felt at ease. The next week, my mom had a preacher over, and he took the doll. I don't know what happened to the doll. I don't know what was wrong with it. My mom called Debbie and questioned her about the store. Apparently, it was an antique store. They went out of business. Since then, I have never owned any dolls. I hate them. People say mirrors can capture a spirit, but I believe those do. After that whole incident, the paranormal world opened the door to me. I don't know if it was it all, or the black mask that follows me controlling the doll. Update. I called my mom and brother. Apparently my mom told me I used to sleepwalk into a room and say weird stuff. She had dreams about me killing myself. She would hear me crying and go into my room, and I would be asleep with the doll standing behind my head. She found knives in my room. My favorite toys were shredded, and I used to have bruises and bite marks on me. Her room would be ransacked, and I would be playing. I guess things I hate down. I don't remember them. My brother says she put the doll in his room closet, and he refused to sleep in his room. He heard the doll talking from his room. Your sister is going to die. He also told me my niece got a big Postilion doll for Christmas, and he refused to bring it inside. My mom also told me how when I did try to off myself at 16, when he redid my room, there were scratch marks on the wall under my bed. It scared her and my brother, so I don't know if it was a doll or some entity that controls it all. I also contacted my papa, and he said he never liked the damn thing. He told my mom to throw it away as soon as Debbie left. He said that Looney Bin probably got it from a cursed job. He also said he told my mom I looked possessed some days. My eyes were dead, and I would say weird stuff off the wall. I called my grandmother a pillhead and said how she was going to overdose in a few years, which she did when I was in 7th grade. I haven't done any of that since. My mom ended the call with, "Don't ever ask me about this again." So yeah. Hey guys. Hope you liked this creepy doll story. Again, if you have any of your experiences, please let me know in the comments. Also, as always, like, share, and subscribe for more such content.